Each weekday around lunchtime, Debbie gets up from her office desk and heads outside for a walk with her dog Rex, a golden cross retriever Labrador. It always feels good to give her legs a stretch, and Rex sure appreciates the change of scenery and smells. Her usual path occasionally branches off and wanders around the local inner city area. During her daily routine, she becomes contemplative and introspective, but also at peace with her life. As she walks along, she falls into her thoughts, a familiar cycle of self-doubt, logic and reasoning. Then, without fail, she never deviates from reaching the same conclusion. And then she laughs at herself. Debbie concludes that she is content with the life decision she has made. She is exactly where she is supposed to be in her life. As her thoughts shift from life evaluation, she surveys her surroundings. Of course, the glory days of this neighbourhood that she calls home are now well in the past. She first decided to move here 23 years ago. At the time, some of her friends had tried to talk her out of it, but those who truly understood her knew that her mind was already made up and so nothing would change it. She'd had the choice between a spacious two-bedroom flat with big, old-style sash-cord bay windows and vintage black and white tiling in the kitchen and bathroom, or a somewhat plain and cheerless one-bedroom apartment in a better area. Her acute awareness that her neighbourhood would continue on its downtrodden path never altered her decision, however. Debbie was the type that related far more to quaint and quirky than she ever did to dull and suburban. But she also thought, perhaps naively, that maybe one day this part of town might just become cool and trendy again, and that, hopefully, she'd live long enough to see this. Debbie had chosen her flat not only for its square footage and personality, but also because it was located just 3 minutes walking distance from where she worked. This meant she could go home at lunchtime to see her cats, Dougal and Harpo, who would happily greet her with warm purrs each day. The apartment was far from perfect, but it was. For years, she had handled graphic design and copywriting for a small specialty food magazine. But when the technological shift in the industry nearly killed the business, Debbie, along with a co-worker, revived it. Together, they worked their hands to the bone, transforming the magazine from print to digital and narrowly holding on to the low-paying jobs they so dearly loved and needed.